Welcome back to the channel. Hi, my name is Jeannie. This is Unfiltered 50s and I am 51 years old. I love beautiful makeup with most of the time a bright look to it. I love cream makeup. That is kind of my vibe. I love that. If you've never been on my channel, I would like to say hi, welcome. I would love it if you would take the opportunity to click on the big red subscribe button down below. And while you're there, don't forget to ring-a-ding-ding the post notification bell so you don't miss a thing. We just talk about everything over here. New makeup releases. I am a huge makeup enthusiast and I do love picking up the latest releases and sharing that with you. This is just a hobby of mine. I am by no means a full-time YouTuber. I have a full-time job and I just love sharing what's going on in my corner of my makeup room with you. So in today's video, I have picked up 3 of the new releases out by Huda, and I am so excited to share these with you. I wanted to show them to you against the previous 3 Obsession palettes, which were her medium, light, and rich Obsession palettes. I'm a really big fan of the Huda Obsession palettes. I love the small size. They're a 9-pan palette. I think the formula is pretty good on these, and they seem to always kind of pull me in. I seem to get suckered in for these every single time. These are newly released and available now for the holidays at Sephora, and so I did pick up all 3. I couldn't decide. And I have a brand new big bougie Sephora right near me, and this was part of what I hauled from my first trip to that new Sephora. So Sephora Clay Terrace, hi! I really love your store. And so anyway, I had a great experience here the other night, and so Chris, thank you so much for always doing a great job with your stores here in the Indianapolis area, and much love to you guys over there. But I have the Sand palette here, and this one is the one that I really feel like looks the most similar to the previous Obsession palette in light. I don't really think that there's much difference in these 2 palettes. These palettes being a $29 price point if you have one. I'm just not thinking that you really need to pick up the other. Are the shades exactly the same? Well, probably a little bit of a variance in some of the shades, but is it going to make that much of a difference in the look on the eyes? Probably not. Let's go ahead and swatch these right here. So this is the new palette right here. I'm going to go right on top of those shades with the Nude Light Obsessions and see how close. That's how that one's comparing. So the new palette has a little bit more warmth and a little bit more of a yellow peachy undertone, whereas the previous Obsessions in light has a little bit more of a pink. And I think that's what you're really going to see throughout, is that the palette really is pulling a lot more pink. So with the darker shades, you're seeing just a little bit of variation. Is it enough to really warrant buying another palette? Well, that's going to be something that you're going to have to ask yourself. But here is the new palette compared to the previous Nude Obsessions in light. And so what you're really seeing here is that the Nude Obsessions light has a little bit more of a pink undertone, and the one that she is calling the Sand Haze palette. This one has a little bit more of warmth, a little bit more of a peach, a little bit more yellow tone to it. And once you kind of know what the results are, I really think that you can pick that up in the palette. Yes, there's differences. Do you need both? I don't think so. Which one, if you don't have either one of these and you wanted to pick one of them up, what question would you ask yourself? Well, do you want more of a warm undertone, or do you want a cooler, pinkier undertone? That would be your deciding factor. The other two palettes, the Rich being a very deep maroon palette, the medium being again maroons, but having that pink undertone, comparing what you've got in the Khaki Haze. I don't really think you're going to find any overlap here. I think that this palette right here is absolutely to die for. I do want to do my look with that one today. The purples, there is no overlap with this one either. So let's go ahead and swatch the purple. I just love the colors that she's chose to put in this. So here is the swatches of the purple palette. Let's swatch the Khaki Haze palette. And then there is your Khaki Haze palette. These are quite stunning. They're wonderful looks for the fall. Easy to travel with. Wonderful 9-pan palettes. Small, dainty, just nice on-the-go palettes. So let's get a look started. I'm going to do a purple look on one eye and the khaki look on the other eye. That way you can see a look using both, and hopefully that can make you decide whether you need one, need both, need all three, and hopefully you can get some ideas as to the looks that you can create using these lovely palettes. Let's get into the try on portion now. So for my complexion products today on my face, I went ahead and took back the foundation that I picked up from Rare Beauty because it was just a little bit too light. I had picked up the shade in 120C, I want to believe, and this one is 160C. So went up a couple of shades. It's still pretty light, but I think it is the right shade, especially heading into the winter, and I'm really happy with this one. I also exchanged out my concealer for 140C, and I'm really loving the concealer. While I was there, I went ahead and took back the Illuminizing Primer. Wasn't so happy with that, didn't like the packaging, and I exchanged that for their form of a highlighter. This is in the shade Enchant, and I have some of that on today, along with their beautiful blush in Happy. Now, do I like this better than the M Cosmetics? Absolutely not. So just a little update on that. So I have some of my favorite brushes laid out here. It is the Hank and Henry brushes. I have the Meg, Monica, Dale, Karen, and Nicole from Hank and Henry, and I'm going to get started out with the Meg, my favorite brush. I am going to start out with this light pink. It's a warm pink. I have my lids primed as per usual with the Kaleidos Tone Activator Primer. I don't know if you saw my post, but Hank and Henry has got a new subscription box for their brushes. It's going to have the Hank and Henry side brushes and the Makeup Institute side brushes, which I have some of the Makeup Institute brushes as well, and they are absolutely wonderful. This is a $25 a month subscription, and if you are trying to build your brush collection, that might be a very good way to do it. I just love these brushes. I'm just going to start amping up the crease and getting that a little bit darker. So I'm going to go in here and here, just back and forth. And I'm just putting that right in the crease, right in the fold. And now I'm going to go into the beautiful shade in the middle, which is that khaki color. Still using the Meg. I'm just going about to the middle of my eye. And now I'm taking a clean Dell, which is just a thicker, fluffier blending brush, because I really want to diffuse that line that's on the middle of my eye now. Going back into that khaki color. And I just love the way that these type of tones make my green eyes pop. Love it. So pretty. I'm just going to go in with a Monica, and that's a little bit smaller of a brush, and I'm color switching it. And I'm actually going to go into this beautiful, oh my gosh, like, does this just give you all the feels like it does me? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm going into this rich chocolate brown. Oh, can it get any prettier? Now I'm going back into Haze on the small Monica, and I just like to take and just squeeze it right at the end of the ferrule. And to the pink and the little cinnamon color, just to get that right in my wrinkle crease underneath my eye. And I'm just going to smoke that out. Beautiful all matte look, easy to blend, easy breezy. But now we really want to pop it. So let's go in with this shade right here and pop some of that right on our mobile lid. And I'm going to go in with the Nicole brush. Didn't really get any fallout, maybe a speck or two whenever I was using my finger. So I'm going to get a fluffy brush. And just whisk that away. Oh, so good. Let's move on over to the other eye with the purple palette. I am going to go in with this shade right here, this light purple, lilac. And I'm just going to get that started right in the crease. I don't know if I'm just falling more and more in love with makeup, or if it's these brushes, or what. I don't know. Or if the formula of makeup is changing and it's just getting better and better. But I have really, really liked the colors and the tonal values in eyeshadow lately. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And this purple has just this undertone to it that's just absolutely gorgeous. It doesn't look like it's going to come off like this in the pan, but it's just beautiful. I'm going to just start deepening up, and I'm going to go into this beautiful taupey. It has a little bit of that purplish undertone to it. I'm going to build that up. This could be a little bit of a alternative palette to the Spanglish palette too. If you are wanting the Spanglish palette, or if you are wanting this palette, the Spanglish, if you got that in your BoxyCharm, I think the Spanglish would probably be a dupe for this one. Now I'm going to go into this purple, this darker purple right here. I'm going to bring that over to about the middle of my eye, just like I did in the other palette. And I'm going to get that clean Dell. And I'm just going to go in and blend, blend, blend. I love the size of the Dell just for that. And I'm going to get a Monica and go into that deeper purple shade. Pinch the end of the ferrule, run that under the lower lash line. Let's pop that lid. Definitely think that if you got the Spanglish palette in your boxy box, then you definitely don't need this because it can dupe the look so easy. So yes, this is an 8 pan. This is a 9 pan. I really would vote for the Spanglish probably over the Huda, just because it's got the nice oranges. There's just a little bit brighter of a color story. But both of them are nice. I think you can pick this one up for easily under the $20 price point off of Mercari, probably around $15 with shipping and tax. You can pick this up. Very good palette by Alamar, the Spanglish. So, just some food for thought. Now, can we zhuzh this up? Well, I did pick up the one size eye popper in green in a khaki color. I've been dying to try these, so I decided I just would. So let's put some of that on this look. I think that I'm really going to like these eye toppers from the Patrick Star brand. I am really all about them. I am really feeling them. I am feeling them, and I'm feeling myself with them on my lid. Let me just tell you, I'm liking them. So after I get them on, I just kind of blend it out like so. They seem to stay put very, very nicely, and I am loving the color. So hopefully you can see that. Hopefully I'm looking down at the right angle, but they are magnificent. So if you are looking for a good topper, then I really am loving this eye popper is what it's called. And I got the one called Continental. And yeah, it's one size by Patrick Star, and it has a beautiful little doe foot applicator on it. I'm loving the applicator. I'm loving how it goes on. I am just, well, I'm just loving it. I'm loving that. I'm going to finish up with my liner, lashes, and lips, and I'll be right back. I am back, and my look is all finished, and I have to say, well, I don't know. I don't know which side I like better. I think that it both looks good with this shirt, though. I think I can definitely wear either tonal value with the green shirt. So, yeah, this side's a little glam. And this side is a little less so, a little more muted, although it's got the really pretty eyeliner. Let me show you those. I used 2 of the eyeliners that I picked up in the 21 Days of Beauty haul, which is Rock Star and Mildew. I used Mildew on this side, Rock Star on the purple side. And I am really loving the Rock Star color. Oh my goodness. I mean, I love the Mildew too, but you know, it just, woo, I really wasn't expecting that I was going to like the Rock Star like I do. Wow, I really, really like it. So yeah, I mean, it's just like, woo, yeah, it's got that deep, deep purple vibe, but it's not really purple. It's really more plum. Almost got a little bit of an indigo to it. Here, let me show you. It's, I don't know if I showed it before. I think I did. But anyway, these are the two colors that I used. So Mildew and Rockstar. And I'm really, really liking that I added those to my collection. These last so long. So yeah, I'm just loving it. Like I said, I'm really, really in love with the Eye Popper by Patrick Starr. So yeah, what are you thinking about this collection by Huda? Do you love Huda? I love her products. Usually all of her products are really, really good for me. Really, really like them. So yeah, let me know if you're planning on picking anything up. I would love to hear from you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you take the opportunity and just click on the big red subscribe button down below. And don't forget to ring the post notification bell while you're there so that you don't miss an upload. And I look so forward to seeing you in my next one, guys. So, smooches everybody. Until next time. Bye for now.